Respected brothers and sisters in Islam, I'd like to share one heart-touching story. I believe it will be helpful for everyone, yes, everyone, to improve our attitude and give up from all the bad attitudes. There was a person who never used to go to the masjid, never used to pray, not even Jummah Salah. Some of his family members, his friend, was working day and nights, nicely and kindly, was trying to convince the man that as a Muslim, we must have to pray Salah. We must have to pray Salah. After a long time, they was able to convince the man, and finally the man made the promise, yes, this Friday he will go to pray Salah at Masjid. After a long time, maybe a first time in his life, he is entering inside the Masjid. He came to pray Salah, but unfortunately he forgot to turn off his cell phone. When Imam says Allahu Akbar for Salatul Jummah, unfortunately his phone started ringing. One time, two times, and maybe a third time. When Imam finished the Salah, turned toward the Musalli, Muqtadi audience and says, Astaghfirullah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, a'udhu billahi min ash-shaytanir rajim. People has no manner, no attitude, no respect for the masjid, no respect for the Salah, no respect for the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whose phone was ringing. Just because of that person, everyone's Salah was destroyed, everyone was disturbed during a Salah. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. And then when Imam finished, the Musalli, the Muqtadi, the audience, everyone started tearing toward the person. This is the brother. He's the man. His phone was ringing. He had disturbed everyone's Salah. Had no manner, no attitude, no respect for the Salah, no respect for the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This and that. The man was, for a second, he was paused. No one was understanding. No one knew who is he. He was the person who came to the masjid first time in his life. Unfortunately, he forgot to turn off his cell phone or ringtone. For a second, he was a pause. He was accepting his mistake, but wasn't understanding that this is the house of Allah, that this is the attitude of the Imam, that this is the attitude of the people who comes in the masjid and pray 5 times Salah, and they try to build a relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This shouldn't be the attitude, this shouldn't be the manner and conduct of these people. He was humiliated, he was underestimated, he was criticized by Imam and the Musallis and Muqtadis. Finally, he changed his mind and decided he won't come back inside the masjid again for prayer. Who is the responsible? First of all, myself, and second, everyone, yourself. And then after some time, other group of his friends who used to go to the beer bar, nightclubs and dance club, they start working as a person. Come chill with us at the dance club. Come hang around with us at the nightclub. Come dance with us at the beer bar. After some time, he was convinced and he decided to go and hang out with his friend at the beer bar. When he went to the beer bar, he grabbed the glass of wine and he overdrank himself. 1 glass, 2nd glass, and 3rd glass, and he was in another world. Unfortunately, he made another mistake and glass fell from his hand and broke into the pieces. For a second, he paused himself again because he was remembering when he made the mistake at the masjid and forgot to turn off the cell phone, what was the result, what he has to face, how he was criticized and underestimated by everyone. What will happen here? He has broken the glass of the beer bar. He saw owner of the beer bar, along with his servant, is rushing and coming toward him. Just think what was maybe clicking in his mind. Today he may be dead. Next moment, when the owner and the servant came next to him, you know what was the first word of the owner to this person? Sir, are you okay? Hope you're fine. And then owner, the boss, order the slaves, or the servants, to grab a full of glass for the sir. And sir, keep it up, enjoy it. The person was quite shocked. When I went to the house of Allah, when there's a people who praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who come there to build their relationship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when I made the mistake, I wasn't taken easy. I wasn't corrected nicely and kind. But yes, I was humiliated publicly. But when I came to the shaitan place, and I was dancing on the sound of the music, on the beats, by mistake, when glass fell from my own hand, and I cracked into the pieces, honor faced the loss. But still, I was honored by the owner. Amazing. This is the place of shaitan. But yes, when you make a mistake, you're honored by a people. But in the house of Allah, when you make a mistake there, you're not honored, you're dishonored. You're humiliated, you're criticized. So the man said, from now on, yes, I'll come and enjoy here, because I believe this is the evil place, but I'm honored here. I won't go to the masjid. That is the house of Allah, the place of deed, but the people are dishonored. The question is here, my respected brothers and sisters in Islam. Who is responsible? Himself? Or myself and yourself? Because of not having a right attitude. And because of having bad attitude, a bad manner. Not having a conduct, proper way of talking. Discipline, akhlaq, a conduct. To correct someone nicely and kindly and aside. By caring of the person, dignity and respect. So the person get a message, and at the same time it won't affect the dignity of the person. That's why it has been said, word has a power, an impact of the attitude. It is very important that ever I and you want to correct someone or deliver a message for someone, it's very important to deliver in a right manner, with nicely and kindly, without harming the person's dignity. Without harming a person's dignity, otherwise myself and yourself will be the responsible.